Welcome to the News Box. I am your host, your friendly neighborhood J-Man. Might as well call this episode of the News Box the Movie Trailer Edition, because that's pretty much all we got this week. Starting with Olivia Munn being cast as Betsy Braddock, aka Psylocke, in Bryan Singer's upcoming movie, X-Men Apocalypse. The Attack of the Show co-host and newsroom actress was announced for the role via Twitter by Singer himself. The character, created by Chris Claremont in the late 70s, has had a bit of a trippy existence since her early Captain Britain days. Initially a telepath, and also being able to focus said telepathy into psychoblast, Betsy's consciousness later was placed into a Japanese ninja, giving her what? You got it, fighting skills. So what we end up having here is a hot telepathic martial artist. Olivia Munn should do just fine in the role. Next, the YouTube show Meet the Movie Press is reporting that our next Green Lantern is going to be, drumroll please, Jon Stewart. I'm sorry, I should not have done that. That was a really stupid, obvious joke. I have brought shame to you, myself and my family. Shame or not, Warner Brothers is reportedly looking into cast Jon Stewart as Green Lantern in 2020's self-titled movie. Now, whether Stewart will appear in the upcoming Justice League movies still remains to be seen, as does who will be playing the part. Rumors are also swirling around the internets that Ryan Gosling is in talks to appear in the totally unnecessary Blade Runner sequel. What character or capacity he'll be in the movie is still up in the air. Harrison Ford is also slated to appear in the picture as well. Interestingly enough, Blade Runner's original director Ridley Scott seems to have minimal involvement, if any, in the project. Smart move on his part. The Blade Runner sequel, still untitled, is set to begin filming 2016 and should be disappointingly crushing your soul in theaters 2017. On the unexpected side of things, Marvel Studios last week released its second full trailer for its July 2015 Ant-Man movie. I don't mind admitting here, it makes me much more hopeful about the project than anything I've seen prior. The new trailer is a nice mix of drama and humor, giving us a good look at not only Evangeline Lilly's Hope Van Dyne, but of the villain Yellow Jacket as well. And yes, folks, that is Peter Russo. On the DC side of the street, after making grand plans to have it released in IMAX format, Warner Brothers' first full-length trailer for Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice was leaked onto the internets. I know, right? Shocking. Recorded from a phone and subtitled in Portuguese, the shaky cam footage trailer left a lot to be desired. So much so, Warner Brothers borrowed a page from Disney/Marvel's playbook and rather unceremoniously dumped a high-quality version of the trailer onto the internets the very next day. The official unveiling of the IMAX trailer is still set to happen during the production of this very show on Monday, April 20th, which still promised bonus footage. I got a feeling that no amount of bonus footage is going to make this movie much better. But then again, I was pretty wrong about Ant-Man, so there's that. And finally, the number one story of the week, yep, you guessed it, Independence Day 2. The cast of the highly anticipated sequel has grown this week to include Bill Pullman returning as President Thomas J. Whitmore. I'm just fucking around. I didn't even know there was Independence Day 1, let alone give two shits about Independence Day 2. The number one story of this week, come on, the Force Awakens trailers. You gotta be kidding me. That shit nearly broke the internet. You'd think I'd end this show with anything but that? Silly rabbit. But yeah, how about that Force Awakens trailer? I must have watched it like 60 billion times now. If I had it on VHS, I would have worn that son of a bitch out. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
but my friendly neighborhood J-Man, you were stupid worked up when the first trailer for The Phantom Menace hit the internets too.
I'm not even sure there was internets back in 1998. But whatever, you're right. I was pretty stupid excited about the Phantom Menace trailer. And I'm pretty sure I watched that one 60 billion times too. Still, I don't hate the Phantom Menace as much as y'all. It ain't my favorite movie, but it's certainly not the worst either. Regardless, that was 16 years ago, a different time, a different director, and a totally different direction. I now have the utmost faith in J.J. Abrams to restore Star Wars to its former glories. Between the two Force Awakens trailers already released, I'm not sure which moment was cooler. This one or this one?
We're home.
Awesome. It is truly an awesome day to be a fanboy. Let's just hope it lasts. The News Box. You give us about 5 minutes and we'll give you a dearth of useless information. Hey, your friendly neighborhood J-Man here. Don't forget to check me out on your favorite social media. I'm on Twitter, the Facebook, and the Google+. In between trolling your favorite celebs, you can also find me on my website, yfnjman.com, and every Monday on the Fanboy Factor podcast at fanboyfactor.com.